Hello 826 Michigan families, we are here for our final week of 826 Michigan's writing challenge. We're here
No, Mibbles, for the last time, it's my writing challenge. Dr. BLOTCH'S writing challenge. No, just get it right. Listen, I've been perusing the writing that's been submitted to me. Very impressed. I didn't know children. I didn't know they existed in real life, and let alone that they could write. Once I saw a very small penguin, so maybe that is kind of like a child, right?
Okay, so maybe we could say that the challenge is completed and we can all go?
No, not so fast, Margot. I'd like to see the writers show another step in the writing process. Revision. Now, do you know what revision is, Bagels?
Isn't that when you use your eyes to rewatch your favorite TV show? Reruns? Re-eyes?
No, that's not even close. Revision. Revision. See again. Writers are actually always revising. They change things when they have better ideas, and then they add things when they realize that they left something out, when they need more description, or when they need to make a stronger case, and they change what they've written. They remove things that are superfluous. I mean, you know all about that, Merlin, don't you? Being superfluous?
Okay, but Dr. Blotch, our writers are serious about writing. They've worked hard, they've created brand new ideas out of thin air, they've even invented new words. And I don't think they would have anything that they would need to change in their stories. They're professionals.
Oh, that's exactly it, Mimsy. Look, all writers revise because people change, their ideas change, and sometimes they read their stories to others and then they realize they've forgotten like a key detail that was in their heads, but they forgot to put it on paper. So, for example, once I had written this marvelous story about an alligator detective, and I forgot to include some key details at the beginning. For example, that the alligator was a shapeshifter, and my readers were very confused when the character suddenly transformed into a petunia. I had to go back into the story and make changes at the beginning so that the ending would make sense. Do you see?
I think so. I mean, I think I actually remember seeing a copy of that story on my desk, and I really loved it, but I was confused about how the alligator got on the airplane so quickly. So you're saying that even the most experienced writers need to go back into their stories and make changes?
Yes, and in fact, my best ideas come from my own work when I reread it and I think about what I want to change. That's the most fun, don't you see, Mimsy? When you demolish your old ideas because I think of new ones.
Okay, so this week, writers should choose a story that they've already written, or if they're totally new to the writing challenge, they can write a new story. They should choose a story they've already written and go back and revise it. And to do this, they should first read it to someone else, read it out loud, and figure out what might not make sense and what should they do after that.
Yes, of course they should read it to someone else, and then they should make sure that their story has a problem and that it is solved. And they could even ask the person listening, the reader, about what they noticed and what questions they have. Can you send the writers my questions guide so that they can have some questions for their reader?
I think I can do that, Dr. Blotch. So after the writers get those questions and ideas from the reader or the person hearing their story, they should go back to their story and make changes?
Of course, Mickey. Now listen, would you let me finish? Yes, so they should take the reader's questions and ideas and incorporate them throughout the story if they think that makes sense. And revision isn't merely like adding 2 sentences at the end of a story and calling it good. No, no. They should be adding, changing, removing, moving details around their story. It's like a construction site.
Okay, Dr. Blotch, I think that all makes sense, but should they send these stories to you? Do you want to read the new versions?
Yes! You know what? I want to see them. I want to hear them. Just so I know these writers really exist. If the writers can, they could record themselves reading their work with a video or just the audio. You know, they could use a camcorder or a tape recorder like I have.
Or probably a phone?
Yes, whatever they need to do.
Okay. All right. I'll make sure that they know that, Dr. Blotch. When are the stories due again?
Oh my goodness! I cannot believe you can't remember this. Come on! This is 10 weeks into our challenge. The stories are due at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, and I will be ready.